It's 1995. Tiger Woods, the rising prodigy who would soon dominate golf, stands silently watching an older man hit balls on a dusty Canadian range. The man's swing looks wrong, completely wrong by every textbook standard. His arms are straight as steel rods, his stance is wide, almost awkward. He looks like someone who just picked up a club yesterday. But here's what's haunting Tiger at this very moment. This awkward golfer just hit 1,500 balls in a row, and every single one landed within a 10-foot circle. Every single one. Tiger's jaw drops. His coach whispers something that changes everything. That's Moe Norman, the only man alive who truly owns his swing. Tiger nods slowly, absorbing something profound. But decades later, when millions ask Tiger about the secret to Moe's impossible consistency, he smiles and says, "Nothing." Why? What did Tiger see that day that he refuses to share with the world? Before we unlock this forbidden knowledge, do me a favor. If you're serious about transforming your golf game, hit that subscribe button right now, because what you're about to discover isn't taught in golf academies. It's not in instruction manuals. On the golf establishment. They'd rather you never knew this existed. Let me take you back to where this story really begins. Moe Norman wasn't born with a silver spoon. He grew up dirt poor in Kitchener, Ontario, during the Great Depression. Kids bullied him mercilessly. Because he was different, what we today recognize as autism spectrum traits, he spoke differently, thought differently, moved differently. Golf became his escape, his sanctuary, his language. But here's where destiny intervened. One frozen Canadian winter, young Moe couldn't afford proper golf lessons. He couldn't even afford to keep his hands warm. So he did something that would accidentally revolutionize golf forever. He gripped the club with straight arms to generate warmth through friction. That uncomfortable, wrong position became the foundation of the most mechanically perfect swing ever witnessed. Now, let's talk about what makes Moe's technique so dangerously effective that even Tiger Woods keeps it close to his chest. The secret isn't one thing. It's a perfect storm of biomechanical genius that Moe stumbled upon through poverty and necessity. First, the setup. While conventional golf teaches you to hinge, twist, and create this complex chain reaction of movements, Moe discovered something radical. Simplicity beats complexity every single time. He set up with the club already in the impact position. Think about that for a second. Most golfers spend their entire swing trying to return the club to impact. Moe started there. His arms formed a straight line from shoulder to ball. No manipulation needed. No timing required. Just pure mathematical precision. The golf world called it the single plane swing. Imagine drawing a straight line from your shoulders to the ball. In a conventional swing, the club moves on multiple planes. It goes back on one angle, drops onto another, then crashes through impact on a third plane. You're essentially trying to navigate a three-dimensional maze at 120 miles per hour. Good luck being consistent with that. Moe eliminated the maze. His backswing and downswing traveled on the exact same plane. One line, one path, one destination. It's like comparing a winding mountain road to a perfectly straight highway. Which one can you drive faster and more consistently? Exactly, but here's where it gets even more fascinating, and where Tiger's silence becomes deafening. Moe's secret wasn't just mechanical. It was neurological, you see. Moe's autism gave him what scientists now call savant-level pattern recognition. His brain could detect micro-variations that normal golfers couldn't perceive. He could feel a quarter-millimeter difference in his grip pressure. He knew if his stance was 1 degree off. This wasn't obsession, it was superhuman sensitivity, and this is precisely why Tiger won't openly discuss it. Because Tiger himself possesses this same gift. Watch Tiger's practice sessions, the obsessive repetition. The anger when something feels microscopically off, the ability to make adjustments invisible to coaches. Tiger recognized himself in Moe. He saw that the true secret wasn't the swing. Mechanics anyone could copy. It was the neurological wiring no one could replicate. Let me share something that'll blow your mind. In 1995, Moe was invited to demonstrate his swing at a PGA teaching summit. These were the world's top instructors, men who'd spent decades teaching the proper way to swing. Moe stepped up, hit 50 consecutive balls with his 7-iron. And every single one landed in a circle smaller than a dinner table from 140 yards away. The room went silent. Then one instructor stood up and said, "That's impossible to teach. His swing violates every principle we know." But here's the twist. Didn't violate physics. Didn't violate biomechanics. It violated tradition. Tradition, my friend, is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Golf coaches, equipment manufacturers, instruction books, video courses, all built on the premise that golf is complex and requires endless refinement. Moe's method suggested something terrifying to that industry. Golf could be simple. Tiger understood this immediately. He'd grown up in a system that worshipped complexity, swing coaches analyzing every micro movement, equipment companies promising distance through technological wizardry, sports psychologists dissecting mental games. Then he watched Moe, a man with grade school education, his embarrassed PhDs in biomechanics, with a swing he invented by accident. So why doesn't Tiger shout this from the rooftops? Because Tiger's genius is keeping his edge. If every golfer on tour adopted Moe's principles, Tiger's advantage shrinks. Think about it strategically. Moe's swing is more consistent, requires less practice to maintain, and is easier on the body as you age. If this became mainstream knowledge, a 50-year-old could compete with a 25-year-old purely through mechanical efficiency. Let me break down what Tiger actually borrowed from Moe, the elements he uses but never explicitly credits. First, the quiet. Hands. Moe's hands barely moved independently from his arms. In slow-motion footage, you see his hands, arms, and shoulders moving as one solid unit. No flipping, no scooping, no last-second saves. Tiger's impact position shows this exact same characteristic. His hands are passive, almost boring. But that boring technique is why he could win majors across 2 decades. Second, the wide takeaway. Moe pushed the club back low and wide, creating maximum arc with minimum movement. Tiger's backswing, especially in his prime, showed this identical width. It created effortless power without the violent hip rotation that destroys. Just ask Tiger about his 4 back surgeries, and you'll understand why he secretly appreciates Moe's body-friendly mechanics even more now. Third, the impact position preset. This is the nuclear secret. Moe proved you don't need to create impact. You can start from impact and simply rotate around it. Tiger's setup, particularly with his irons, shows this influence clearly. His hands are slightly ahead. His weight favors his lead side. His spine tilts subtly away from the target. He's already in his finished position before he starts moving. But here's what makes this entire story almost tragic. Moe Norman never made millions. He never won majors. The PGA Tour essentially rejected him because his personality didn't fit their corporate image. He hit balls in parking lots for tip money. Meanwhile, players using diluted versions of his discoveries became legends and millionaires. Tiger watched. He learned a brutal lesson. Innovation doesn't guarantee success. Marketability does. So Tiger took Moe's mechanical secrets, wrapped them in conventional aesthetics, and never explicitly acknowledged the source. Genius. Absolutely. Ethical. You decide. Now, let me tell you what you can actually steal from Moe's method: the parts that don't require superhuman neurology. Start with your setup. Most amateur golfers set up in their address position and hope to find impact through a complex sequence of movements. Instead, set up in your impact position, hands ahead of the ball. Weight 60 to 40 on your lead foot, shaft leaning toward the target. Now just turn back and return to where you started. You've just eliminated 90% of timing issues. Second, keep your arms and club on one plane. Film yourself from down the line.
Ow.
Draw a line from your lead shoulder to the ball.
Yo.
Your club should stay on or below that line throughout your swing. If it doesn't, you're adding complexity you don't need. Third, quiet your hands. Your hands should be passengers, not pilots. The rotation of your body provides the power. Your hands simply hold on for the ride. Practice hitting balls with a glove under your lead armpit. If the glove falls out, your arm's disconnected from your body, exactly what Moe never allowed. Here's the reality that Tiger knows but won't say out loud. Most golf instruction is designed to keep you dependent on instruction. Moe's method is designed to make you independent. Once you understand the single plane principle, you become your own coach. You can self-correct on the course. You don't need $300 per hour lessons to fix a slice. And that, right there, is why this knowledge stays buried. Tiger's smart enough to know that revealing this completely would undermine the entire infrastructure that made him wealthy. It's not malicious, it's economic reality. Let me leave you with this final thought. In 2004, Moe Norman passed away at age 75. His funeral was attended by a handful of people. No massive PGA tribute, no televised memorial. Just quiet acknowledgement of a man the industry never fully embraced. But in the private training sessions of world-class golfers, his methods live on. They're whispered about, tested in secret, and carefully integrated without attribution. Tiger Woods has called only two golfers in history masters of their swing. It's Ben Hogan and Moe Norman. But while he'll discuss Hogan for hours, he keeps Moe wrapped in mystery. Now you know why. The secret isn't just mechanical, it's philosophical. Moe proved that golf's complexity is artificial, that simplicity is not only possible, but superior. And in an industry built on selling complexity, that truth is revolutionary. So here's my challenge to you. Take these principles to the range. Set up in your impact position. Keep your arms and club on one plane. Quiet your hands. Feel the simplicity. And when you start hitting balls more consistently than you ever have, remember you're using the secret that Tiger recognizes but refuses to teach, because some knowledge is too powerful to share freely. The question is, will you be bold enough to trust what Tiger knows but won't say?